TikTok and the Rise of China, a comprehensive overview. Introduction. The emergence of TikTok as a global phenomenon represents a pivotal intersection of technology culture and geopolitics, particularly in the context of US-China relations. Developed by the Chinese tech company ByteDance's, TikTok has transformed the landscape of social media since its launch in 2016, capturing the attention of millions, especially younger audiences. This report provides a detailed exploration of TikTok's rise, its cultural impact, and the ensuing political controversies it has sparked within the United States. The birth of TikTok. Launched initially as Douyin in China in September 2016, TikTok was introduced to international markets in September 2017. Its rapid ascent can be attributed to the unique algorithm that curates personalized content for users, offering an experience tailored to individual preferences rather than fostering direct social connections typical of earlier platforms. The acquisition of Musical.ly in 2018 further propelled TikTok's growth, merging its user base with TikTok while retaining its distinct brand identity. Cultural impact and popularity surge. TikTok's appeal surged during the COVID-19 pandemic as lockdowns confined people to their homes and prompted a rise in digital content consumption. The platform became synonymous with viral trends, particularly short dance challenges and music clips, which influenced the music industry and entertainment at large. Artists like Lil Nas X gained significant traction through TikTok, demonstrating the platform's power to launch careers and shape pop culture. Political contention and national security concerns. Despite its cultural success, TikTok's Chinese ownership has triggered national security concerns in the United States. U.S. officials have expressed apprehension regarding the potential for data privacy breaches and government surveillance given Chinese laws that compel companies to assist in state intelligence activities. This unease became particularly pronounced during the Trump administration when in 2020 executive orders were issued seeking to ban TikTok, citing national security threats. These efforts faced legal challenges, highlighting the contentious nature of the debate surrounding the app. The Biden administration's approach. With President Joe Biden's administration, a more measured approach emerged. The administration inherited ongoing scrutiny of TikTok, with the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States (CFIUS) conducting a review of the app's operations. Negotiations between TikTok and the U.S. government led to the proposal of Project Texas, aimed at enhancing data security by routing U.S. user data to Oracle servers. However, the proposal stalled amid ongoing concerns regarding the separation of TikTok's U.S. operations from its Chinese parent company, escalating tensions and legislative actions. The political landscape shifted further in early 2023 when federal agencies were ordered to remove TikTok from government devices, reflecting actions taken by several other nations. The call for a ban gained bipartisan traction in Congress, culminating in a law passed in April 2024 that required ByteDance to divest TikTok or face a ban. This legislation was upheld by the Supreme Court in January 2025, mandating that ByteDance must sell TikTok within 9 months. Cultural backlash and user sentiment. As the threat of a ban loomed, TikTok users and influencers expressed anxiety over the potential loss of a platform that had become integral to their lives. The app had not only become a source of entertainment but also a vital tool for self-expression and community building. The prospect of a TikTok ban sparked widespread discussions about digital freedom and the implications of government intervention in technology. Conclusion: the future of TikTok and global digital dynamics. The rise of TikTok illustrates the complexities of navigating a digital landscape marked by cultural exchange and geopolitical tensions. As the platform continues to evolve, its fate remains intertwined with broader discussions around data privacy, national security, and global technology governance. The future of TikTok will likely shape not only the social media landscape but also the dynamics of US-China relations in the digital age. Timeline of key events. 2016, launch of Douyin in China. TikTok introduced internationally. 2018, acquisition of Musical.ly enhancing TikTok's user base. 2020, Trump issues executive orders attempting to ban TikTok over national security concerns. 2021, Biden administration initiates a national security review while dropping previous bans. 2022, TikTok proposes Project Texas for data security, negotiations stall. 2023, federal agencies directed to remove TikTok from government devices. 2024, bipartisan congressional support for a TikTok ban culminates in a law requiring divestment. January 2025, Supreme Court upholds the law mandating ByteDance to sell TikTok. As TikTok navigates these challenges, its role as a cultural touchstone and a flashpoint for political debate underscores the broader implications of technology in our interconnected world. The rise of TikTok. Created by the Chinese company ByteDance, has brought forth a host of counterintuitive realities regarding its impact and the broader implications of its success, particularly in the US and the geopolitical landscape. 1. Cultural integration versus national security concerns. While TikTok has become deeply ingrained in American culture, particularly among younger demographics, its Chinese ownership remains a point of contention. The app's ability to foster a sense of community and creativity contrasts sharply with the fears of surveillance and data privacy breaches. This juxtaposition highlights a paradox. A platform that promotes connection and expression is simultaneously perceived as a potential tool for espionage and manipulation. 2. Bipartisan support for regulation. The growing political consensus around banning or regulating TikTok, despite its popularity, underscores a peculiar phenomenon in American politics. Typically, social media platforms evoke strong partisan divides. However, TikTok has united lawmakers across the aisle in concern over national security. This collective skepticism represents a significant shift in how technology companies are viewed, particularly those with foreign ties. 3. Influence on American politics. TikTok's role in shaping political engagement and mobilizing youth participation contradicts the notion that foreign-owned platforms can only be detrimental. The app has been credited with helping political figures including Donald Trump connect with younger voters, thereby influencing electoral outcomes and political discourse. This suggests that rather than solely being a threat, TikTok may also play a role in enhancing democratic participation. 4. Economic contributions versus divestment pressure. TikTok has created numerous economic opportunities in the U.S., contributing to the livelihoods of influencers, marketers, and businesses that depend on the platform for outreach and engagement. The push for ByteDance to divest TikTok highlights a tension. The app's economic benefits are overshadowed by fears surrounding its ownership, indicating that economic integration and national security are often at odds. 5. Algorithm transparency and control. The opaque nature of TikTok's algorithm has raised alarms about content manipulation and misinformation. However, the very same algorithm that poses challenges also enables diverse voices to be heard and can democratize content creation. This duality raises questions about whether the solution lies in outright bans or in fostering greater transparency and accountability in technology governance. 6. Global dynamics of tech regulation. TikTok's trajectory reflects a broader trend of countries grappling with foreign tech companies. The contrasting responses of the US and India towards TikTok illustrate divergent strategies in digital sovereignty. While India opted for an outright ban, the US has engaged in prolonged negotiations and legislative efforts, revealing differing approaches to managing the challenge posed by global tech giants. 7. Public sentiment versus regulatory action. Despite the political momentum towards banning TikTok, public sentiment remains complex. Many users express strong emotional ties to the platform, viewing it as an essential part of their social interactions and daily routines. This emotional investment complicates the narrative that regulation will be straightforward or welcome, suggesting that policymakers must navigate a landscape where user attachment conflicts with security concerns. 8. The nature of digital culture. The cultural phenomenon of TikTok challenges traditional notions of media consumption where passive viewing is replaced by active participation in content creation. This shift in digital culture may provoke fears among established media and political institutions as it disrupts traditional narratives and empowers individuals to shape their own digital experiences. In conclusion, TikTok's rise encapsulates a myriad of counterintuitive dynamics that challenge prevailing assumptions about technology culture and geopolitics. The app is not merely a source of entertainment but a complex player in the global landscape, influencing politics, economics, and social interactions in ways that defy simple categorization. The interplay between its cultural significance and the underlying security concerns continues to evolve, necessitating nuanced discussions about the future of global digital platforms. In analyzing the rise of TikTok and its implications, several crucial aspects often overlooked can be identified. These elements underscore the cultural, technological, and geopolitical significance of TikTok beyond its entertainment value. 1. Algorithmic influence. TikTok's recommendation algorithm is a pivotal aspect of its success and should not be dismissed. Unlike traditional social media platforms that focus on user connections, TikTok's algorithm prioritizes content relevance and engagement. This means that even users with fewer connections can achieve significant visibility, fostering a democratization of content creation. The algorithm's ability to curate personalized experiences based on user interaction has profound implications for how information is consumed and shared, potentially shaping public opinion and cultural trends in ways that are not fully understood. 2. Cultural hybridization. TikTok has facilitated a unique form of cultural exchange, blending global trends with local flavors. This hybridization is significant as it allows for the emergence of new cultural identities and expressions. For instance, the platform has enabled various music genres, dance styles, and memes to gain international traction, showcasing a new model of cultural production that transcends geographical boundaries. This aspect highlights the platform's role in fostering a more interconnected global culture. Challenging the traditional dominance of Western media. 3. Geopolitical tensions. The scrutiny of TikTok is emblematic of broader geopolitical tensions, particularly between the US and China. The debates surrounding data privacy and national security are not merely about TikTok, they reflect a growing wariness of Chinese technology in Western markets. This suspicion can be seen as part of a larger narrative about technological sovereignty and economic competition, which could influence future policies regarding not only TikTok but also other Chinese tech companies. The implications of these tensions extend into international relations, affecting diplomatic ties and trade negotiations. 4. Impact on digital culture and influencer economy. TikTok has reshaped the digital landscape, influencing how influencers operate and monetize their content. The platform has given rise to new forms of celebrity where everyday users can achieve fame overnight, altering traditional pathways to stardom. This evolution poses questions about authenticity, representation, and the nature of influence in the digital age. The reliance on short-form content could also indicate a shift in audience attention spans, prompting adaptations across various media platforms. 5. Legal and regulatory precedents. The legal battles surrounding TikTok's operation in the US are significant not only for the app itself but also for future tech regulations. The bipartisan support for a TikTok ban signals a shift in the regulatory landscape where technology firms could face increased scrutiny and accountability. These precedents may shape how other tech companies operate, particularly regarding data security and user privacy, prompting a re-evaluation of existing frameworks governing tech in the US. 6. Civic engagement and political mobilization. TikTok has proven to be a platform for activism and political engagement, especially among younger demographics. The ability to quickly disseminate information and mobilize users around causes can have tangible effects on social movements and political campaigns. This aspect is crucial as it highlights the role of digital platforms in shaping civic discourse and engagement, potentially influencing electoral outcomes and public policy. 7. Psychological impacts and user well-being. The platform's addictive nature raises concerns about mental health and user well-being. While it provides entertainment and creative outlets, the potential for negative psychological effects such as anxiety and body image issues among young users warrants attention. The discussions surrounding these impacts are often overshadowed by debates over privacy and security, yet they are equally significant in understanding the holistic effects of TikTok on society. In summary, TikTok's rise is not merely a story of a successful app, it encapsulates complex themes that intertwine technology, culture, and geopolitics. The implications of its popularity extend far beyond entertainment, influencing societal norms, international relations, and regulatory frameworks in ways that merit deeper examination. Recognizing these overlooked aspects is vital for understanding the broader narrative of digital culture and its future trajectory. 1. Cultural impact and popularity. TikTok has emerged as a significant cultural phenomenon, especially among younger demographics. Its unique algorithm, which curates personalized content, has distinguished it from traditional social media platforms, making it a hub for creativity and self-expression. The app gained significant traction during the COVID-19 pandemic, becoming a preferred platform for entertainment trendsetting and even career launches for artists. This cultural significance underscores how TikTok has not only influenced entertainment but also digital culture at large, showcasing the platform's ability to shape global trends and foster community engagement. 2. Geopolitical tensions and national security concerns. The ownership of TikTok by the Chinese company ByteDance has led to heightened scrutiny and political tensions, particularly in the United States. Concerns about data privacy, surveillance, and the potential for the Chinese government to access user information have sparked debates about national security implications. The attempts to ban TikTok under the Trump administration, followed by ongoing scrutiny during the Biden administration, highlight the complexities of global digital platforms operating within a fraught geopolitical landscape. The interplay between cultural exchange and national security concerns has become pivotal in shaping the discourse around TikTok. 3. Regulatory challenges and legislative actions. TikTok's operations have faced significant regulatory challenges, culminating in bipartisan support for a potential ban unless ByteDance divests its ownership. The Supreme Court's upholding of legislation requiring the sale of TikTok illustrates the legal and political hurdles the platform must navigate. The proposed Project Texas aimed to address security concerns by routing U.S. user data to domestic servers, yet negotiations ultimately stalled, reflecting the difficulties in reconciling business operations with national security expectations. This situation serves as a case study on the regulatory landscape for foreign-owned tech companies in the U.S. and the implications for international business practices. 4. Influence on digital economy and content creation. TikTok's rise has not only disrupted traditional social media paradigms but has also significantly influenced the digital economy and content creation landscape. The platform has been instrumental in launching new careers for influencers and artists, reshaping marketing strategies and driving trends in various industries, including music and fashion. As businesses increasingly utilize TikTok for advertising and audience engagement, the platform's economic impact becomes more pronounced, prompting discussions on the future of digital marketing and the role of content creators in shaping consumer behavior. This highlights the transformative potential of social media platforms in driving economic growth and innovation in content delivery. 1. The Opium Wars 1839–1860. The Opium Wars were a series of conflicts between China and Western powers, primarily Britain, centered around trade imbalances and the opium trade. The First Opium War 1839–1842 was triggered by China's efforts to suppress the opium trade, which was causing widespread addiction and social issues. The British, seeking to protect their lucrative opium trade, engaged in military action that resulted in China's defeat and the Treaty of Nanking, which ceded Hong Kong to Britain and opened several ports to British trade. The Second Opium War 1856–1860 further entrenched Western influence in China. This historical case illustrates the complex interplay of trade, cultural exchange, and national sovereignty similar to the current dynamics between the US and China over TikTok. 2. The Cold War and McCarthyism 1947 to 1991. The Cold War era was marked by intense rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union, leading to widespread paranoia about communism infiltrating American society. McCarthyism, named after Senator Joseph McCarthy, involved aggressive investigations and accusations against individuals suspected of communist ties. This period saw significant cultural censorship and political repression, reflecting national security concerns similar to those expressed regarding TikTok. The fear of foreign influence and espionage during the Cold War parallels the concerns surrounding TikTok's ownership and data privacy, highlighting the intersection of technology culture and geopolitics. 3. The rise of Japan and the Meiji Restoration 1868 to 1912. The Meiji Restoration marked Japan's transition from a feudal society to a modern industrial state. Following centuries of isolation, Japan opened its doors to Western influence and rapidly adopted Western technologies and practices. This transformation led to Japan's emergence as a global power, which created tensions with Western nations, particularly during conflicts like the Russo-Japanese War 1904 to 1905. The rise of Japan serves as a historical precedent for a non-Western nation successfully navigating global dynamics similar to China's rise and the global influence of platforms like TikTok. The interplay between cultural identity and international relations during Japan's modernization resonates with the current discourse on China's technological advancements and cultural exports. Future outlook: TikTok and the rise of China 2025 and beyond. The trajectory of TikTok, developed by the Chinese tech giant ByteDance, has sparked significant discussions about technology culture and geopolitics, especially regarding China's influence in the global digital landscape. As we look to the future, several key predictions emerge concerning TikTok's role and the broader implications of China's tech rise. 1. Regulatory landscape and ownership changes. The ongoing scrutiny of TikTok is likely to intensify. Following the Supreme Court's ruling in January 2025 mandating ByteDance to divest its ownership of TikTok, we can expect a flurry of activity in the tech acquisition space. Potential buyers could range from American tech giants looking to expand their social media footprint to private equity firms eager to capitalize on TikTok's vast user base. This transition may lead to changes in operational strategies, data handling practices, and user engagement approaches, as new owners will be keen to establish a sense of security and trust with U.S. users. 2. Data privacy and security innovations. As the pressure mounts for companies to prioritize user privacy, TikTok's future ownership will likely include robust data protection measures. The Project Texas proposal, which aimed to route U.S. user data to Oracle servers, could serve as a blueprint for future operational frameworks. Enhanced transparency regarding data practices will be essential to regain user trust. Expect stricter compliance regulations and potential partnerships with cybersecurity firms to ensure data integrity and user safety, especially given the geopolitical tensions surrounding Chinese tech companies. 3. Cultural and creative influence. Despite the political and regulatory challenges, TikTok is expected to continue its cultural impact. The platform has become a launchpad for musical and creative talent, influencing trends in entertainment, fashion, and social movements. The future will likely see TikTok further establishing itself as a vital tool for artists and brands, enabling them to reach global audiences quickly. The platform's algorithm, which prioritizes engagement over connections, will continue to drive the types of content that thrive, favoring authenticity and relatability. 4. Competition and market dynamics. As TikTok evolves, it will face increased competition from established platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and emerging apps focused on short-form content. These competitors will likely enhance their features to capture TikTok's audience, leading to a more dynamic and competitive market. The rivalry may foster innovation as platforms strive to offer unique user experiences, compelling content creation tools, and monetization opportunities for creators. The differentiation among platforms could become a critical factor in retaining user engagement. 5. Geopolitical tensions and market expansion. TikTok's future will also be shaped by the geopolitical landscape. If tensions between the US and China escalate, TikTok may encounter challenges in maintaining its market presence in the West. Conversely, opportunities for expansion into other markets could arise, particularly in regions less affected by US-China relations. Southeast Asia, Africa, and parts of Europe may become focal points for TikTok's growth strategy, helping to diversify its user base and revenue streams. 6. Digital governance and ethical standards. With increased scrutiny on tech companies, TikTok will likely have to navigate a complex landscape of digital governance and ethical standards. Expect the emergence of international coalitions aimed at regulating digital platforms, focusing on user rights, data privacy, and content moderation. TikTok may play a pivotal role in shaping these standards, particularly if it seeks to rehabilitate its image post-divestment. The platform could lead initiatives for responsible content creation and user engagement practices, promoting a healthier online environment. 7. Evolving user demographics and engagement strategies. The user base of TikTok will continue to evolve, with younger generations becoming dominant. As Gen Z and younger millennials increasingly shape cultural and consumer trends, TikTok will need to adapt its strategies to cater to their preferences. This may include more interactive features, enhanced user-generated content tools, and collaborations with influencers who resonate with these demographics. Furthermore, as older users join the platform, TikTok may need to implement features that appeal to a broader age range. 8. Integration of technological advancements. Future iterations of TikTok will likely incorporate emerging technologies such as augmented reality (AR), virtual reality (VR), and artificial intelligence (AI). These innovations can enhance user experience through immersive content creation and consumption. For instance, AR filters have already proven popular in social media, and TikTok could expand these capabilities to offer users more creative tools for engaging with content. Conclusion: TikTok's future is interwoven with the complexities of global digital dynamics, regulatory challenges, and cultural shifts. The platform's ability to navigate these factors will determine its long-term viability and influence. As it emerges from a turbulent era marked by scrutiny and potential ownership changes, TikTok will need to adapt and innovate to maintain its status as a leading cultural force while addressing the concerns of users and regulators alike. The intersection of technology and geopolitics will continue to shape the narrative of TikTok and its role in the global digital landscape.